All good. Appreciate it, Jeff. So all I'll really do here is just ask you like two or three questions. Just it's only going to be like a three, maybe 5 minutes. So
Cool.
nothing too long. But I think we'll start off, Jeff. Maybe could you just tell us a little bit about the company you work for, like a bit of a history about the company, and also like your role and sort of division of responsibility within the business.
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Jeff Benz. I'm the Senior Account Manager here at Boulder SEO Marketing. BSM, as we affectionately like to call ourselves, was started about 12 years ago by our founder and visionary, Chris Rolfe. He partnered with our COO, Daniel Burns, to kind of grow the agency and develop a way in which we can get our clients found on the first page of Google. As I'm sure you know, Daniel, if you're not found on the first page of Google, you're not found anywhere. And Chris has developed a proprietary methodology called micro SEO strategies that leverages some low-hanging fruit, maybe page or pages on someone's website that are being found on two or three or four. We leverage this strategy to basically build out the best piece of content on the internet to get them up there with high visibility, high click-through rates, and so on and so forth. So um, Daniel and Chris, I guess Chris started BSM about 12 years ago. Daniel joined about 5 years ago. They brought me in last year to help grow the organization, and it's been a wonderful journey since then.
Cool, cool. Okay. And I guess maybe tell us a little bit about like the current lead generation strategy that you guys were using before we started working together. So like you've been with the company for about a year. Like I guess before we started teaming up, what was the current approach?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, when you, as I'm sure you know, running a business takes a lot. I mean, it just takes a lot of energy and bandwidth. And you got to
Yeah.
wear a lot of different hats. And when it comes to prospecting and sales and closing those deals, that takes time. And so uh, that's why I was brought in. In the past, we had been using some inbound lead gathering, nurturing tools like Chris's speaking engagements and their free webinars and paid webinars and that nature. Chris is a internationally renowned speaker on the subject, a Google beta tester, and so a lot of people have become known. Chris has become known to them, and when they have an interest or a necessity to be found to help grow their business, they've reached out to us. Um, Before we signed on with Carrots Not Sticks, Daniel was doing a little bit of email outreach. So as we talk about outbound prospecting versus downstream versus upstream, uh, and it was it still doing some of those things and at varying degrees of success, really. But it's really great to be partnering with an agency. Is that better? Okay. Um, so it's really nice. Our outbound prospecting endeavors included email marketing and things of that nature. Inbound, we've got a website audit tool on our website. Chris is out there kind of beating the bushes with his free seminars and webinars and things of that nature, speaking engagements. But it's really nice to have someone like Carrots Not Sticks out there helping us attract more interested consumers, really doing the things that maybe the three of us don't necessarily have time to do on a day-to-day basis.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I think the microphone was just playing up a bit there, Jeff, but we're all good. Okay, no, that makes total sense. And I guess how has your experience been so far? Like, what have you found interesting? What has been challenging? What has your overall experience been like?
Well, I think as we've talked about this company being so small, uh, the whole sales process, nothing is really set in stone. So there's a lot of work that goes into creating some protocols and procedures, processes. You guys have been, Carrots Not Sticks has been fantastic about that, helping develop some scripts and playbook to do that. Um, but I mean, I guess that's a tough thing, but also the exciting thing. It's kind of like a new ball of clay. You get to shape it and mold it and massage it and create something that hopefully is great when we're no longer there, that someone can come in and jump right in and start swimming immediately. Um, so that's the exciting thing, both difficult and fun.
Totally, yeah. And what we've been doing a lot of, Jeff, is like these sort of one-on-one sales consults, sort of between you and I. Like, how have you found those? Sort of, you've obviously got a sales background, you've done a bunch of training, like you've already got your own experience. But like, how have you found the consulting?
Um, it's been phenomenal. I mean, I've been really fortunate to have partaken in some really unique and excellent sales methodology, seminars, consultants, things of that nature. When you're working for a small organization, you tend to get a little myopic and get down in the nitty gritty and not focus on, or maybe not just seek out, some training opportunities. Go back to the stuff that you were taught, read over the stuff, kind of practice it. You get a little comfortable and complacent. And so, speaking with you has been unbelievably helpful in kind of getting me to refocus my efforts. Not necessarily, I mean, a lot of this is groundbreaking. I don't think a lot of salespeople are gifted with some of the tools that you guys bring to the table. And to get to sit down with you periodically and kind of refresh and relearn has been wonderful. I think it makes me a lot more efficient, a lot more effective, a lot better of really a sales partner of sorts, not a salesman. Really trying to understand the prospect's business and get them to share more insightful details about what's going on in their organization, so that we can find a tool that we offer that can serve as a wonderful solution to what's going on internally, whether that's a problem or an opportunity.
Totally, totally. No, that makes a lot of sense, and it's always good catching up with you as well, Jeff. Like just talking sales with other salespeople. So, no, really appreciate that. I think we'll leave it there. That's 7.5 minutes, so pretty good. Appreciate your words there, Jeff. I'll stop.